probably too many flags for our liking, but all things that we can learn from.
Just real quick, want to check on a couple injuries.
Yep.
Tutu Atwell, Raymond Clay, Christian Roseboom went in the tent and came out.
Yep.
And Tremaine Ankrum.
Yeah, so the only guys, Tutu came back, so did Roseboom. With Calais, I think he got his foot pretty bad that he's going to require surgery. I'll have further updates for you. And then Ankrum, I believe he'll be okay. He just kind of got his ankle rolled up on a little bit, but I think he's going to be okay.
We saw a lot from Xavier Jones and from Jake Funk. What did you see?
Yeah, I saw a lot from Funk. I thought he did a good job. I thought Xavier made a couple plays. You saw him catch a couple passes and be able to create a little bit, but I really felt Funk tonight. I thought he did a great job being able to create, some explosive runs, one from the dot, the one from the offset gun. This is extremely distracting with the fans going crazy right outside. This is something I'm going to have to get used to, but it was good to see those guys be able to make some plays, Maria.
By the ground game overall?
I think I was just pleased. I think you got to go back and look at it. We were in a little bit of situation where you're playing from behind, so you're throwing it a little bit more, but thought Bryce made some plays. I thought when we did be able to, when we were able to kind of stick with running the football, there were some positives, but like anything else, Kevin, we'll be able to learn from it also.
When you look at Bryce Perkins and you see the fluidity of the offense as well as its resilience, how does that measure up to you as far as your expectations?
It's exciting. I thought he did a really good job, too, of being able to create off schedule, but also on schedule. You look at the touchdown pass earlier in the game to Kendall Blanton, being able to work through a progression. So I thought you saw a lot of really good things from him, a lot of opportunities to evaluate, a lot of things really for him to be able to learn from. But I was really pleased with just his poise, his command, and composure throughout the course of the game tonight.
The Raiders got a good field position on punts, but your defense did a good job shutting them down. How happy are you with the defense after tonight?
I was really happy with them. I thought they did a great job, Claudia. I thought they just continued to compete. That stop, that interception that Bronte Harris had right in front of me, they're going in to really score right there, to be able to flip the momentum and give ourselves a chance to go back. And now you got a decision whether you want to tie, and we know we're going to try to go for the win in that situation. And so really, I was pleased with the defense as a whole. I thought the turnover was huge, and we were able to capitalize in the first half. So a lot of positives from those guys tonight.
How did the punter situation sort of escalate this morning?
It escalated quickly. Yeah, it kind of, so there was a chance that we thought Johnny might have it. And then, when it was confirmed that he did, then Corey ended up being a close contact for him. So we'll see. I'll have a little bit more information, but obviously both those guys being on the COVID reserve, and we'll see when we can get them back.
Matt Gay, I think hit special teams bingo tonight. What did you think about his performance and stepping in on the fly?
I thought he did a good job, and Wordle as well, being able to step in and hold. That's not easy duty. We found that out literally this morning while we were doing the walkthrough. So didn't have any real time to prep. I think it's a real credit to Joe DeCamillis and Dwayne Stukes to have those guys be able to transition, but was really pleased with Matt and, his ability to just kind of step in and wear a lot of hats tonight.
So Johnny tested positive?
You know what? I don't want to get into the specifics about it. They're both placed on the COVID reserve list. And, I kind of already said that, but I'll just kind of leave it at that out of respect for those guys. Probably shouldn't have said that. Thanks for getting me in trouble.
When did it become the plan for Bryce to play the whole?
It wasn't really. I think just based on the flow of the game, Kevin, there was just some different opportunities. You want him to be able to respond back from the interception. He kind of got some good momentum. You wanted him to start the second half. And so that wasn't necessarily the plan. We just kind of had a feel for it during the course of the game, wanted to give him that opportunity, and we'll see what that looks like for next week.
What do you want to see from Tutu Atwell as you go forward?
Yeah, I just want to see him, continue to be able to, grow, make plays. Want to see him when he gets his punt return opportunities, field it clean, make good decisions. But when the ball's in his hands, want to see him be able to contribute and compete. I thought he did a nice job on a couple of those outbreaking routes where you could really feel his suddenness. There was good aggressive hands. Just want to see him continue to build on that, Gary.
Thoughts overall on the week with the Raiders? Obviously, your main starters didn't play tonight. But overall, what's your evaluation of what you saw from your team this week?
Yeah, I thought there was a lot of good learning opportunities. I think it was, wanted to be able to get a little bit more work where that got cut short for, the reasons that we all know about. But I thought it was good for us to be able to evaluate. The most beneficial thing that we took from it is being able to go against different schemes. It's a good competitive football team that Coach Gruden's leading over there. And I know we were able to get good looks in all three phases. And there were some really good things that we were able to learn as coaches that we can try to apply for the 17-game season, because there will be some similar types of schemes and structures that we can take that. But it's also good to mix up the monotony of camp and be able to go against somebody else. So it was good.
Sean, what went into Micah Kaiser and Traven Howard playing tonight after not doing so last week?
Just, numbers we kind of knew, especially even with Terrell Burgess, T. Howard, Terrell Burgess, Micah, those were guys that we wanted to be able to evaluate, get them an opportunity to play, and also just making sure that you've got the amount of numbers to be able to get through the game, being able to play teams in whatever side of the ball these guys are on.
Wrap it up here with Garrett. Chris Garrett seemed to really show up.
Here he is right here.
What are your impressions of how he played?
Yeah, he did a great job. Made a big impact. You could see he was applying pressure consistently. Big second quarter. And really, you've seen him start to make steady improvements. And I think we always talk about it, where that practice, performance, and preparation equals game reality. And tonight was an example of that for Chris. And he's continuing to get better. Thad Bogardus does a great job. He's taking the coaching. He's learning from his teammates. And I was really happy for Chris tonight. All right. Thank you.
Chris, now you know what Sean thought of your performance. What did you think tonight? How was that for you out there?
I thought it was good. I got in a little zone there, made a bunch of plays, and it was fun just getting out there, getting that adrenaline back. That was nice.
Chris, what has all of this been like for you so far in terms of, obviously, coming from a smaller school, now playing regularly against NFL talent and trying to stack those blocks together?
The biggest thing wasn't that I was St. Paul's small school. It was more that I missed 2020 season and just adjusting to that. But every day it was a big emphasis, just do better than the day before, and I've slowly gotten better.
Leonard Floyd, I noticed, seems to kind of take you under his wing a little bit at practice. Can you let us in on what those sessions are like?
Yeah, it's just him reminding me of little techniques, little secrets on like what I should be watching, where my eyes should be. Really, all the guys in the room, Obo, Lewis, all those guys really been helping me.
Chris, what's it like mentally, or what just goes through your mind when you have a sequence like that where one play just stacks on top of another and you put together that string of plays you did? Yeah,
all my mentality just be next play. And I was tired. I almost tapped, but it was just go. So it was fun, but next play, that's the biggest thing.
Can you take us through kind of the tip pass and then do the sack and the forced fumble?
Yeah, the tip pass, they were giving us all that quick game, so I knew I had to do some type of speed to power. And then and I got home on it. That was nice. And then the sack, they gave me the tight end, that wing type of set, and I just was like, let me get wider than it. I'm not trying to get chipped inside and have to bully my way through, so I just got wider than them. Speed.
Does a night like tonight give you more confidence that you belong on this level?
Absolutely. And just practice too. Practice, like Coach was saying, I've been slowly getting better, been doing it against the twos and the ones, and that really gives me confidence because I know that those guys, we push each other like crazy in practice. So that's the biggest thing. And then, so I was super confident coming to this game, had a good week of practice, so yeah.
What was your level of confidence coming into camp?
It was a little shaky, I'm going to be honest, because I just hadn't played in such a long time. I didn't have a body in front of me. It's not, you can't simulate a body. And so it was a little shaky, but every day, just more and more, ask my coaches, they'll tell you. You can see my swag take off. So, yeah.
Chris, did you have like a breakthrough moment in camp so far, almost, or would you consider this to be sort of your breakthrough? Like it's finally feeling like, regular again. Like like you didn't miss that time.
Right. There was. I think it was. I won my first one-on-one. I just couldn't win a one-on-one, and I'm just like, what is going on? And I won just using hands and some speed, and then I won a live rep in practice, and I was just like, all right, I'm back. Let's go.
All good, everyone?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Hello.
So what did you think about your performance tonight?
It was pretty solid. I mean, love to clean up some of the mistakes I had early on and throughout the game. But Coach did a great job of, coaches and the players really kind of put it on ourselves to kind of, look past the mistakes. Mistakes happen, and we did a great job of next play mentality and, just came up short. But a lot of those early mistakes can prevent that situation happening. But, a lot to learn from, a lot of good, a lot to learn, a lot of bad. Not a lot of bad, but some things to fix up here, and we'll be in good shape.
When did you know you were going to play the whole game?
It was kind of just, drive by drive. He come up and he'd be like, yeah, you're still going. So I was just ready. And when he told me that, just, kind of stay locked in throughout the game and whatever was asked from me, I did.
What does it feel like, not just emotionally, but also physically, to lead a final drive like that sort of force of will on a couple of those conversions, and then, the process of, okay, we're going to go for two, okay, here's what we're going to do, and just the entire roller coaster of it?
Yeah, I mean, during the drive, I really try to stay focused and calm. Throughout the game, that's kind of how I have to play. It allows me to play faster and play better. When we got it back up there, I was just thinking, okay, one play at a time. He calls a play, execute that play. Don't worry about, okay, we got to get this much yards in this much time. Just take it play by play, and I think we all did a great job of that, executing, and then we made plays when nothing was there, and everything like that. But I mean, it feels good. I mean, you kind of get a rhythm, and things seem to click while you're going on the field in that drive. But yeah. Just wish we could have came up with that last one, but for the offensive wise, we did a great job of marching down and scoring.
On that last drive, one of the fourth down conversions was a designed rollout where you knew you would take it. Was it hard to stay calm in the huddle knowing that play?
Nah, I mean it wasn't designed for me to take it, but coach was like, hey, if no one's there, just go ahead and take off. So I came off with speed and once I saw the guy kind of lagging behind, I knew I could beat it to the edge and pick up the first down. So
that wasn't designed to be a run?
No, it was a rollout. It was a rollout pass, but coach always teaches us attack downhill. So we become that last option. So they had to guard all the routes being played and also had to guard the quarterback running. So coaches do a great job of teaching us that. He was kind of harping at that. Every keeper, just attack with the ball, and on those plays where we attack and no one counts for you, you can pick up a first down. So.
You made some great decisions and plays. Is anything that you would like to improve?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I get hung up on that first read, and also kind of just leaving early. Kind of clean up trying to escape too quick without, the line did a great job tonight. And a couple of those plays where I escaped, I could have stayed in and kind of read through my progression. So, things like that and just clean up protection, being faster. So we're not too down on the play clock like we were on some of the plays.
How fluid do you feel in the offense as far as your comfort level, especially with this being the second preseason game?
I feel pretty good. Last year did a really good job of just sitting back and watching, and I think a big help of that was watching John Walford and how he prepared for the games. I mean, he prepares the right way, and as a rookie coming in and pregame, I'm in his hotel room, kind of going over the script with him, and see how detailed he is with everything. Made me, want to behave and want to operate in the same fashion. So, coming to this year, I really made a point of it, trying to master it. And obviously with a year under your belt, you're going to feel more comfortable. But I definitely do feel really comfortable back there.
The first touchdown pass to Kendall, I harken back to what you were talking to us about last week with quiet feet and knowing where you need to be with the throw. And it looked like you had a lot of patience on that throw, kind of floating it up and over and waiting for him to get out there, even with pressure coming. Was that an example of what you were talking about there? And can you kind of take us through how that play unfolded in your eyes?
Yeah, no, we talked about the play, a handful of times before today and on the game, and Coach was just, saying, read it true, go through it, and, don't be surprised if it pops. And when the ball snapped, kind of saw the look, kind of then got back to it, and then, just as we work it, we work all these looks in practice, and it's reps after reps. So in the game, it may not be always perfect with your feet, but I feel like I'm in rhythm, especially on that play. Got back to it, and it felt like something that we repped in practice all the time. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can you just take us through your performance tonight, how it felt out there?
It felt good to get out there and, get in the rhythm and get in some critical situations. Coach McVay let me ride it out towards the end of the game, so that's something big. And, we lost Ray tonight, so I got a lot more reps, so I just took advantage of it. Felt good out there.
Did you guys feel like you were rhythm-wise, not necessarily production, but just did you start to feel like you guys were, as a team, getting your feet under you between you and Jake in terms of that rhythm and that carry share?
Most definitely. I really felt like today we really started getting in the rhythm and, just start playing off each other. First half, Jake was taking first and second down, and I was mainly doing third. And then second quarter, we kind of switched roles and kind of just played off each other, so it felt good out there.
I know you've been waiting for a year now, ever since you caught on the roster as an undrafted free agent. I know you've been waiting to kind of show what you can do, especially with no preseason last year. What have you shown so far, and where do you feel you'd like to go next?
I just want to continue to get better. So far, I just felt like I showed that I'm tough. I got a hang of the offense. I can make explosive plays. I can help this team out in the catching game and in the run game. And I can show that I can stick my face in there and pass protect, and that's something big Coach McVay wants to see out of his young guys. And just a preseason is just a blessing, Last year, just kind of having to come in and just compete, just at camp, limited reps was something that was kind of difficult. But, I made it, and I just want to continue to get.
Frustrating at all? I hit a couple plays, I think a run and a pass that were called back because of penalties.
I wouldn't say it was frustrating, wish it could have happened, but, that's film to let coach know that, hey, I can make those plays for him. I know it didn't count on the stat sheets, but I'm not worried about stats. Wish we could have got the win tonight, but, again, it's on film, so the coaches can see that, I can make those type of plays.
How were you feeling after last week's game when you didn't explode quite as?
I just took it with a chip on my shoulder that I need to come prove myself tonight and just show that that I can play on this level. I can play in the NFL. I can play on this team, and that's just the mindset I kind of had coming in today. And I felt like I got a lot to show, a lot more to show. I feel like I did okay today, but again, I just want to continue to get better. Next week we do better.
Xavier, what was it like being in the huddle with Bryce Perkins tonight, not only throughout the game, but especially on that last drive?
Bryce is one of my close friends, so just seeing him getting in that rhythm and leading us down there was incredible. There's some things we've been talking about since last year of the things we want to do, so just being able to go out there and ride it out with him that last drive, I had complete confidence in him. I knew he could make plays. Throwing the ball, he helped us a lot, extending plays on the run. So just being out there helping him and just seeing him, with his confidence, it's been a long road for him as well. So we kind of been in the same situation, so it was fun to be out there with him.
Have you guys bonded over that? Because both of you, a lot to prove. No preseason last year to prove it, and now it seems like you guys are just sort of trying to just explode forth with that undertaking.
We talked about it a lot, actually, on the way to the game. That's who I've been riding with since I've been out here. And just me and Bryce just kind of click. We just talk ball all the time. Like I said, that's one of my close friends. And, I want to see him do well. He want to see me do well. So it was fun to actually do it together.
I have a weird question. You guys carpool together?
We do,
okay.
yeah.
drive or do you drive?
He drive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Obviously, as a, you guys.
He fun. It's like we like the same type of music, so we can just go in and just kind of vibe out before we go to the facility. Or sometimes, in the morning, we don't even listen to no music. We just kind of talk about, like, what we want to get better at today at practice, how we feeling, how your body feeling. So it's fun. Bryce, that's my dog.
What do y'all listen to?
Man, a lot. Like, today we was listening to some stuff that kind of get you going. Like Watt Beezy, I don't know if y'all know who that is. We've been listening to Rod Wave. Like, Bryce kind of different. We don't always got to listen to the hip-hop. Like, sometimes that can play a toll on you. So, you got to listen to some R&B. We jam some little R&B and just cool it. But we listen to a lot of stuff.
Does he let you control the ox, or?
He ain't let me take control of the ox yet. But I really ain't had to because, the same stuff he listened to is what I listen to. I done put him on some music, though. So, like, he been listening to some songs that I requested and some artists I requested. So, it's cool.
There's some genre that maybe would shock us that you guys listen to away from or not?
No, I wouldn't say it was shock. I mean, I'm pretty much kind of just like hip-hop and R&B, something.
I'm curious about the R&B, though.
I mean, I don't want to really get into that. I mean, it's some smooth music, just to, just take your mind off football. It's been a long day. You don't want to go listen to all that cursing. So, just put on some vibes and we kind of just ride out and we be coolin'.
We'll go 2 more. We'll go Claudia and then Stu, please.
As far as Bryce, how explosive this offense can be with him?
Say that one more time.
How explosive this offense?
With Bryce?
Yes. Thank you.
Whew. Bryce been showing me, like, I kept up with Bryce at Virginia, so I knew, like, he can extend the plays on his feet. So, just having that element when, we get pressure, he can extend the play. Like tonight, it was 4th down, and, he made it happen on the ground. So he's a very explosive guy. You seen last week, he just jump over somebody like it's nothing. I'm like, man, I didn't know you had that in your bag. But, man, he's exciting to watch. Like, he's fun. He's fun. And I'm glad he's able to show that now because there's some stuff we've been new. Like, since last year, we've been talking about this, manifesting this. So it's good that he's getting an opportunity to show what he can do.
Last one here, Stu. In terms of manifesting that, how else did you guys kind of help each other to prepare for the opportunities that you could potentially be getting, like tonight and last week?
Like
film study, anything like
that? Last year, when we be at the hotels, Bryce would go meet with John, and then I call him, and we'll go over the script. And, last year, primarily, that's what I played special teams, but just trying to, learn that playbook. Like, once you learn the playbook, you be able to go out there and play freely, and you can really just go out there and have fun. And last year, it took me to, like, week 4 that I started feeling comfortable with the offense, and, like, I felt like if anything happened, I was ready. But, yeah, Bryce and John played a big role in, learning the playbook. And even during OTAs, we was away from each other. I was training in Houston. He was in AZ. Just over some rampage numbers or, let's go over some formations. And that's just kind of how we bonded this offseason. And now it's paying off.
Thank you guys.
Thank y'all.
Thanks so much. Thanks for the time. Feeling, can you kind of take us through, looked like you got banged up a little bit, obviously you came back in, but how are you feeling now?
I'm feeling great. It was just a little bend in my back, but I'm great, I'm healthy.
And ankle's fine. I saw the ankle got taped. It's fine.
Yes, it's fine. Everything's fine. No injuries.
How did you feel out there tonight after playing last week? Was tonight a little more smoother for you, or how did you feel tonight?
Yes, it was a little bit more smoother. The game kind of slowed down for me, as I say. Other than that, just having fun out there with my teammates.
Tutu, where does that mentality come from? Where even when you have some you get some of those hits like you did tonight, you just pop right back up and.
I mean, pretty much it comes from the heart, though. You got to have heart, pretty much. Where I'm from, that was what I was brought up on. But other than that, live and learn to see another day. We're gonna get back up no matter what.
What's the transition been like to the NFL, especially like in the contested catches, where you've got to, kind of wrestle in the air with defensive backs? Has that been an adjustment for you?
Yeah, some back in college I had a couple of those, a couple of them catches, but I just try to just keep my eyes on the ball and have aggressive hands at all times, because you never know where to defend at. So pretty much when the ball in the air, I just had that mindset to just go up and have strong hands.
And how about on just the return game? I know you talked when you were drafted, didn't have a lot of opportunities in college. Are you getting more comfortable as a kick returner?
Yes. Like you said, I didn't have as many touches. We had a good punt returner back in college. I was second screen, but I'm getting the feeling of it. It's very fun back there, after practice and before practice, and I'll be all right.
Tutu, obviously awful to see a teammate get injured, and Ray went down today with a foot injury. Sean said he's going to have surgery. For you, does that sort of increase the pressure on you to make sure you're hitting that learning curve with the punt return game especially?
Yes, no doubt. And just the next guy step up. He was a second returner, so now the other returner gonna step up, and we just pretty much just go off each other and play off each other. So we gonna be all right.
Tutu, what was it like being in the huddle with Bryce Perkins tonight? What did you take away from how he did?
Say it again.
What was it like just being in the huddle with Bryce Perkins, and what did you think of the way he played tonight?
I think Bryce played a very good game. Huddle calls were smooth. Other than that, he did what he had to do. When the pressure was there, he ran, got some yards, threw the ball, spread the ball out to each receiver. I think we overall had a good game.
Can you talk about the adjusting to the physicality of the NFL compared to the collegiate ball?
Say it again?
Talk about the adjustment of dealing with the physicality of the NFL compared to the college level.
I mean, I don't see it no much physical. To me it's the same. At the end of the day, I'm always gonna get back up, no matter what hit it is. I'm gonna try my best to get up. That's my mindset. So I'm gonna stick with my mindset, and we're gonna get back up and go to the next play.
I'm sorry, I have one more, Travis. Tutu, Next Gen Stats has you as one of the fastest returners in the league in the first week of the preseason. But what is it like taking all of that speed and then translating into all the lanes you have to find and sort of weaving in and out of your coverage lanes and that kind of thing? I mean,
it pretty much go by the scheme. You know where you're going, so I try to just level it out and try not to. I know when to turn it on and turn it off, so I just try to make my cuts, and then once I make the first cut, I be going. So.
Thank you.
Appreciate you guys.
Thank you.